All across the world, moving freight by rail is far quicker, cheaper and greener than sending it by road. But in India, it is slow and unpredictable. This is because the same tracks carry both passenger and freight trains, leading to severe congestion and delays on major railway lines. And costs are amongst the highest in the world. As a result, most of India's passengers and the bulk of its freight goes by road. But now, things are set to change. The Indian Railways is building 2 world-class rail corridors that will exclusively carry freight across the country. The Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor will run a distance of almost 2,000 kilometers from Ludhiana in the north to Kolkata in the east. This electrified freight-only corridor will pass through the states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, bringing jobs and much-needed development to some of India's poorest regions. Construction of this new double-track railway line will ease pressure on existing tracks and transform the way goods are moved along one of India's busiest routes. The corridor is being built using state-of-the-art technology and modern management and procurement approaches on a scale that is unprecedented in India. For the first time in the country, rails of a quarter-kilometer long are being laid using the latest automated technology. A mechanized system of laying tracks ensures greater accuracy and quality. While existing methods in the country manage a daily average of just 100 meters, the corridor is being extended by almost 1,500 meters every day.
As you know, EDFC is the mega infra project undertaken by Government of India, and it was launched with the technology that we will segregate freight traffic from the passenger traffic. Today, the average speed of the freight train is around 25 kilometers an hour, which certainly can be raised to 70 kilometers an hour after completion of dedicated freight corridor.
Apart from being much faster, the freight-only corridor will make the movement of goods much cheaper and more efficient. Waiting time for wagons will be reduced and transit time will be down to a third. Moving freight from road to electrified rail will also consume far less energy and substantially reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
First of all, freight on rails is much more efficient than freight on trucks, which is where much of the freight goes now. It's more reliable, produces fewer greenhouse gases, less pollution, uses less diesel fuel. By building this project and moving the transport from the roads to the rails, India will not just be more efficient, but also more environmentally friendly.
The corridor will make industries more competitive, manufacturers will be able to meet the tight delivery schedules demanded by export markets on time, and the Make in India initiative will receive a boost. With freight travelling along different lines, passenger services in the densely populated Lower Ganges basin will also improve, benefiting large numbers of low-income travellers who rely heavily on the railways for affordable travel.
By freeing the trade from the main railway, it will allow people to use the railway more freely as passengers, which will create the possibility for agglomeration, urbanization around this big corridor, which is really important because we know that urbanization drives poverty alleviation in India.
The experience gained in implementing a project of such magnitude and complexity will enable the Indian Railways to create one of the largest freight operations in the world.